a cat that's not had a mom to teach them how to use a litter box.
Oh.
You're supposed to stimulate them like mom does.
You gotta lick them?
Their genitals in their butt. And I thought, some moron's not going to continue to read on and do that.
They're gonna do that.
I know they're going to lick their butt.
All right. All right. Well, let me come back.
Back on now.
I guess. Where we're talking now too.
They're
Anyway.
talking, you want me to tell them
I was
stop?
telling her my tooth loss was actually some medications that I was on for years.
Oh,
And it
absolutely.
gave me dry mouth.
Absolutely.
And I had no clue.
If only somebody wrote this up and
Thank
told
you.
us about it.
Yeah.
I could get to it, but I mean,
I
it's
was
actually at the
like-
end
and
here.
the doctors, I mean, they know this, but they don't actually remember to tell you beforehand so you take precautions.
Yeah.
Whoop, 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 whoop. This is the immune. Whoop, there it is. The immune system.
There you go.
This is, yeah, you know, these are all, it's not a focus, but these are all the cells. Anyway, the muscle cells, they get, you know, this is healthy and they'll pulse it, and then, but when it doesn't turn off, you get diabetes, you know, and adipose, fat cells, you know, it does the right thing in temporary when they're in defense mode, and if it stays, if it's chronic inflammation, you end up metabolic syndrome. Why are all these diseases? Yeah, you can't read that.
Ta-da, you get one first. Aren't you lucky?
Well, there you go. That's exactly it. So, I mean, the story is the immune system is helpful when it turns on and turns off. But when the immune system turns on and doesn't turn off, because A, we don't clean our mouths good enough, or B, we're getting old and the system it's made to turn on, and after a while it can't turn off. I think, you know, so I'm one of boosting the turn off by cleaning the germs using the same chemical God used, which happens to be a water with a little bit of bleach and a little bit of vinegar in it.
That's amazing.
And so that's what it is here. I did the math, and I found out that the numbers were ridiculously simple.
Wow.
Again, it's like
Teeny weeny
if
amount.
if 50 parts per million was 50 parts per million. Anyway, this is just drinking water. Doo-doo-doo-doo. All right, and this is disinfecting bleach.
Concentrated bleach.
Concentrated disinfecting bleach as opposed to splash control, and it's actually 7.5%. It's on the label, disinfecting bleach. It's just
Okay.
the stronger version of bleach, and it's got nothing in there but hypochlorite and a lot of hydroxide. So no, we're not drinking this. This is silly. But
Not through the trunk, no.
but
So you're going to pour your little bit.
so I got a little bit here. I wish I had a smaller thing, but all right. Now 1 teaspoon of bleach and rinse it off. All right. Now that's good. Now it's very safe, but it's a little bit too basic as opposed to acidic. It's basic and not quite activated fully, and it needs a little bit of. If we're doing chemistry, I just added OCl. I need HOCl. Where's the H come from? That's an acid. This is acetic acid, otherwise known as vinegar. And now we have 1 little teaspoon of this and 1 little teaspoon of that. We've gone from 0. Yes, we've gone from 0 parts per million to about 100. 50 parts per million was the ideal disinfectant. Kills everything in 15 seconds. I mean, like, that's good enough. 100 parts per million becomes, well, whatever it is. That's what this is. I wonder what this tastes like.
Tastes the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Anyway, there it is. That's how I make it, and I do it in a gallon. I would say if you do this, you got it at home. You can stick it in a drawer, or not a drawer, in a refrigerator. You know, it'll stay
So it'll be
good
safe.
forever. In this bottle here, you got 2 or 3 weeks.
There you go.
But you want to play even more scientists if you want to play. How much chlorine is really in here? Do I believe you, Dr. Searby? Give it all,
You brought your little strip with you.
baby. So they do make chlorine strip. It's just white, but we spray it. It turns gray,
Okay.
and then we measure. All right, which gray is it? And it's supposed to be 50 to 100 in there.
50.
Yeah, you know, so So after a while, it's just like I did the math, and it's just like, all right, it's about right. So the math is right, and I don't have to test it every time. Truth be told,
Now you can taste
I could
it,
just
know it's
taste
right.
it. If it tastes a little less chlorine, just use fresh. If you got to take your dentures out at night, just drop them in a cup of water. Drop them in there. In the morning, they're fine. Throw the water away. You got a sterilized denture. The dentists were asked, "How do we sterilize dentures?" Look at that.
You were using hers. So
Oh.
You are stuck.
Oh, I know this one's bent.
Nancy,
I was just checking.
be nice.
All right. All right, two things I want.
I'm gonna do it with the cat.
If you would please, I would like your name and text. If you got an email and a text, I would generally, my dental practice, I send out newsletters and stuff. If I can get your phone and your text, if you got a cell phone and an email, then we can stay in touch. And in fact, I could then tell you, hey, when I'm coming back, tell your friends, let's do this. I promise to have my slideshow either figured out or whatever. I'll give you a copy. In fact, I'll give you a copy of the slideshow. Done written out so you can actually read it if you care to. It's the science behind it is I'm trying to make it understandable. I find it understandable, but I'm so damn smart. It's hard to judge what the rest of these people. Yeah.
I know. My dad was the same way.
And humble. Mostly I'm humble.
It was hard for my dad to communicate on
Oh,
a normal
there.
basis because he was so smart.
It's funny because you think you're communicating with someone, they're going,
What are
Well,
you
there.
talking about?
So yeah, I'm gonna pass around a piece of paper. Give me your name, phone number, and something, and we'll get 5, 6, 7, 8 names here. This time, next come back, let's have 20 people in a room, and we'll give out more chlorine water again. It's the same story, and I will get into dry mouth cavities because just like there's a medicine that kills gum disease germs, you know it. There's a medicine that kills cavities, and if the doctor would use the cavity medicine, teeth don't need to be drilled and filled all the time. A drop of medicine stops a cavity. They discovered in 1969, and dentists didn't tell anyone, which in older folks is mean.
well, it's not profitable.
Did you know there's such a thing?
No. We
That-
knew to brush and floss.
Well, that's it. Yeah. Well, now we know chlorine kills the gum disease bacteria, and silver fluoride kill the cavity bacteria in the cavity under the crowns. So if you have crowns and bridges, if you come to my office, my hygienist can put a drop of medicine on the crown and soaks in under the cavity, and all of a sudden the cavity stops because the germs got killed for a change. So I can stop gum disease. I can give it just up to 90. Please do. We got cards. We got cards, and we will contact. Yeah. No, I mean, we figured out what goes wrong with older folks and how to stop it. A lot of it's just kill the damn germs, and then it's rather easy. A drop of medicine at the office and a little chlorine daily at home, and all of a sudden you just don't have the germs in your life that you used to, and now you're not getting sick, even though we are more vulnerable. But now we know where to do it and exactly how to take care of it. And if you'd like a second bottle, you got some friends, take some extra bottles and give it to the friends there, so when they come back up, they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, my grandkids do it.
What?
My grandkids, because my grandson is 10.
Yeah.
And he's already gone to the doctor and had to have some fillings because it wasn't.
Oh,
brushing his
cavity.
teeth.
Oh, well, Can he? Oh, I don't see kids.
Okay.
And chlorine is
No,
not.
I meant,
The chlorine is
a
not.
bottle for him.
Oh, yes, but that's not a cavity. It's not a cavity. That's not the cavity germ.
Cavity.
Different germ.
It's gonna kill the germs.
He doesn't have gum disease germs, and unless he's really allergic or vulnerable, he's not a.
It won't help keep
He's
his
bulletproof.
mouth clean.
His immune system is perfect right now, and
Yeah,
it turns
he
on,
just
turns
needs to
off,
learn
and
to
takes care of
brush
him.
his teeth.
Yeah, but he does. Well, that's why I say brush and the between the tooth issue. I like toothpicks.
Yeah, the flossing is important.
I'm not a big flosser, but I do like toothpicks, and I like killing germs. So doing that. Here's your slideshow. The slideshow that you didn't get. Thank you. Oof. You want to do the last thing? This is kind of fun. And I'll so do it right in front of you. Whoa! Look at you making a big noise. All right. I know. Yeah, this is not the easiest place in the world. All right. Hi there. That's not what I wanted. Anyway. Okay. We're going to finish up here. This is our last thing. What do we want to use the chlorine water for? Where are we getting sick? Mouth, nose, throat. Lungs. Upper lungs. All right, so that's where we're doing it. But we want to kill bacteria, we want to kill viruses, we want to kill everything, even if it's already in here, because it's just going to get us more and more sick. So we need to do that. And it's like, well, God uses chlorine. I can make a whole bunch of it. How in the world am I getting it up in here? I'm not a neti pot person, although the studies say, yeah, you put
spray this in your nose.
I can. I didn't like it.
You're going to be ending up sneezing.
I got a patient who does it. I got a patient who does it.
I put on a Q-tip and.
All right. So
There's an easier way.
But here. Yes. So what I looked at, the chemical engineer, looked at is it like, I want an aerosol. Yeah. And if I looked on studies, and it's like, all right, if you make an aerosol of chlorine and breathe it, A, it's extremely safe, B, it kills COVID. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, you should tell somebody how to do this. And no, we need to study it some more. Again, it's like Trump's thing. It's just because, why can't we do that? So you take one of these things for the room and put a bluggity-bluggity-blug in there. Not that much. And then we put the thing on there. And there you go. Bump, bump, bump. All right, and this is how it comes.
And there you go.
And it's filling up to the right level, and it makes a mist.
Oh, yes.
And it's like, okay, that's a decent mist. But I looked at it and said, like, well, shoot, half of my patients can't even walk around or don't want to stand up. So how can I bring this to their bed or their something? You rascal. Right. And so I went, me being me, I went to the hardware store, found a connector, I got a CPAP hose, and now, if and when I'm at the morning or night, if I want to
inhale,
breathe a whole bunch of it and get my nose and
clean it up.
It's just spa water. It's pool water in a spray.
And you got your own nebulizer.
Yes, it's a man-sized nebulizer, and then and it's so much here. It's really enough to get you witted very quickly. It costs absolutely nothing. I can leave it here, turn it off. I get water in the hose, but I can be there. It's going to stay fine. In the evening, I can go back and sit down there and turn it back on and take a little breathing treatment. Or if you're allergic, you go out. Now the chlorine turns off the allergens, and because they're proteins, it turns off the inflammatory turn-on cytokines, it's called, but they're proteins too. What chlorine does, it disables protein. Protein causes the germs. It gives them what?
Would that help people with allergies?
Yes.
Yes, most definitely.
It helps people with allergies.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because you're cleaning and turning off the allergic reaction, and it's a wonderful thing. When I come back, if you'd like, I could spend a little time here again with it might be a push a button in Amazon. You were saying, push a button, and this collection of stuff will be delivered to you, and it's fairly simple to put together. And now it's if the solution, it's a CPAP hose and a something, And you just, when it's old, you just dump it out, put new stuff in, and just like the other stuff here, and it turns it on, and now you got a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And you could either, this is what they do, they'll just humidify a room. You could just do that.
Sleep with it.
You possibly could, if it's going to get on you. You don't
You want
want
it right next to your bed.
you want it to be, water still. I don't need evaporated because who knows where the chlorine goes. I want water in my nose in some form. Neti pot works. Spray, yeah, I've done it. Eyes, sure.
Really?
Well, mucous membranes, and then you get bacteria. There are studies that say, boy, if you add some chlorine to your eyes, it helps the antibiotics even better.
Well, that's why we always feel healthier when we're swimmers.
Honest to God, yes. I would think swimmers never get sick.
When I was little, I was like, why do I always feel better when I'm swimming than I would than in the winter?
Well, if you've got bed sores, if you're sitting in a chair all the time and your skin gets squashed and it stops being closed, what do? Well, how about a bath? Now you're putting a quarter cup of vinegar and bleach in a bathtub and just hang out, and all the germs get killed and the skin gets better. So it's a good thing anywhere you want to do it. It's actually all the different uses are listed in the papers that I wrote here. Got a whole page, 2 pages, all the different mouth places, all the different skin places, and a little bit of the whole damn.
So will it help drying skin? Like,
yeah, well,
but
that's.
You have to measure. You don't just dump.
No. Yeah, I agree. It's easy to measure. Anyway.
Make it like that and you dump a whole
Yeah, and then
of course.
All right.
Would you put the whole gallon in your tub?
Oh no, I would just put a quarter on a cup in a cup. No, the teaspoon. It's actually, I don't know if I have that one in there. It's about a quarter cup of bleach.
Yeah.
It's a small amount, and match it with vinegar, and you're just done. There is no wrong answer. If it's a little bit, it's great.
Yeah.
If it's a little bit more, great. It'll smell a little bit more, and there's no wrong answer for any of it. And if it's been old, oh goodness gray, now it went from 100 to 50 to 25. Oh, now it only kills all the germs in 30 seconds instead of 15. Wow, it's still great.
Still works.
And just so it doesn't turn bad, and it gets old, but don't yawn.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is part of it here. It's all inside there, all the ingredients and how to do it, at least in some form.
Okay.
If it worked, come on back. I'll come back and try and share with a few more of you folks here. If you'd like an extra few spray bottles to give away or keep, be my guest.
Okay.
If you come to my office, we'll talk about dry mouth stuff and refill chlorine on the way home. And you should make a dental appointment. If I can say that immodestly, yeah, nobody's trying to do this.
I've been needing to do it. I just didn't know who to go to.
That's exactly right. And nowadays, I don't trust a soul.
Really?
Sorry to say, no. They're not selling what we need.
Yeah.
And
they want you to keep coming back.
yeah, they really do. And so
I
it's.
spent more than $4,000 like 5 or 10 years back to fix what I had, and this is what I ended up with.
I know.
She did a horrible job. And come to find out, she was like a little crooked too. So
Well, that's what I say.
Told me, don't come back.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
The assistant.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not sure diversity is our strength.
Oh my God.
Anyway, all right.
Well, awesome. This was very knowledgeable.
It's yeah. I hope it helps. I mean, I'm giving this information, have been for a couple of years, directly to my patients.
Yeah.
And now it's like, you guys are hiding in these places. Why don't I come to you? Once every other month. I know, and I can come in here and give you what I can.
Can I get my spoons back?
No.
No.
No, he inherited them.
I know. Yeah. I'll lose them too. Anyway, yes, please come in as a dental patient. I got your name. You got, hopefully you got some information. Everybody's got that. And if those of us, those, actually, if I don't know, we can talk about more how to get one of these things I think it would, this might be the best thing we have.
Yeah, because right now they're giving her medicine that she's afraid to take.
I know, and it's so helpful and so ridiculous. But the doctors don't know it, the dentists don't know it, and so I had to write it up, but I have no idea how to get it to them.
It's awesome.
Maybe the Congress guy will eventually talk to me, and I'll get Congress to fix it. That's the plan.
How important dentistry is.
Well, the dentist, yeah.
The medical go on the dentistry, and I think it's the most important thing because it's all going inside.
Yeah, I mean, this is where we're always getting sick.
Yes.
And if somebody could help us protect this better,
Right.
Boy, wouldn't that be great? But it does come down to if they found the cure for the disease that they get paid to fix.
Yeah.
Would they tell you?
No.
No. The answer is no. 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 No.
It's not profitable.
And the vaccine now changes the whole financial. Well, I mean, when they were looking for the antiseptic, the guy didn't find it, but they did find antibiotics.
Yeah.
And like, woo, okay, now we can cure syphilis, and then we allow you to get sick, and then pay us, and we can get you better. That's a good model. Now mine is like, don't get sick.
Right.
Do this and don't get sick. And it's like, there's no money in don't get sick.
Yeah. There's no
Other than be my dental patients, and and we'll take care of each other that way.
Exactly.
And then that's fine. Let's do that.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I will come back and we'll spend a little bit more time. Especially if you got questions. All right, how do I use it? That's probably the best answer. Figuring out why and knowing how the immune system completely works is probably a little overkill. Just tell me how to fix me.
I just
All right.
Yeah, well, yeah. I was laughing my butt off. But I was, it's funny. I was like, oh man, it's good. And I've got one of those little cushion things on the first floor, girl.
Can you imagine somebody looking out the window?
Well, I think that water coming from, yeah, because it's dumping out. And I did tell you, I got the little motor. There's a motor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got it. It gets the rest of it out.
Only you would think of something like that.
I'm a gadget.
Oh, I didn't turn it on. You stinker. Boy, it's warm in here.
I know. The air condition, we had foundation problems to settle, and now the air conditioner is not working properly, and blah, blah, blah. It's a domino.
Well, yeah, I guess it is. All right.
One thing.
How long have you been living
I've
here in a
only
group?
lived here for like 4 years.
Okay.
There's people living here since the beginning of the apartment complex,
Oh.
40 or more years.
40?
20.
20. 20.
I wouldn't have 40. I don't think this building's that old.
I don't, yeah, that's anyway. I get to go on vacation next week.
Oh, good. Where are you going?
What we do every year, my family we all go to Pensacola Beach and live in a house together.
Oh, lovely.
I've been doing that since my kids were tiny. We stopped on the way to Disney World once.
Really?
And said, let's go to the beach, and it was beautiful. And said, well, this is easier than better than Disney World.
Good dog.
So when they were this tall, and now they're 40, and I don't think we've missed a year where we don't take a vacation together. 3 vacations for them. And that happens once a year.
Lovely.
All the brothers, my kids, all the brothers and sisters have to live together again in the year. And we all live together. I mean, they all live basically between 249 and 290.
Really?
Everybody, all the kids grew up and stayed put.
Lovely.
So all the grandkids are here.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, isn't that something? Isn't that something?
Yes.
So we got it. I got it good.
They spread out.
I know. I was the one that spread. I mean, I'm from my family's from New York. And, yeah, I flew the coop.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's good though.
All right. The kitty is whose? Hers?
Yeah, the kitty. She just got them. She just adopted them, and she's gonna foster another one. And then she got offered 2 more, and I'm like, oh my God, you're the cat lady.
The cat lady, yeah.